Welcome back. Today we revisit fiber optic link budgets, but with a twist that every real-world engineer runs into eventually. What happens when you try to stretch the link further? Here is the setup. A laser transmitter outputs 1 dBm of optical power. Its output passes through a connector into the fiber, losing 0.5 decibels. The fiber itself contributes a total of 30 decibels of loss. Notice we are not given a per kilometer figure this time, just the total accumulated loss for the link as installed. At the far end, another connector loses another 0.5 decibels before the light reaches the receiver. The receiver's sensitivity threshold is negative 50 dBm. 4 questions. Part A. Find the optical power at the receiver. Part B. Assuming a 15 decibel margin is enough for reliable operation, does this link work? Part C. What if we doubled the distance, keeping every other component the same? Part D. Would that doubled link still operate? A quick reminder before we start. Every element in the chain is expressed in decibels, either as an absolute power in dBm at the source or as a relative loss in dB for the cable, the connectors, and the fiber. The trick of dB is that multiplication in linear power becomes addition in dB. So as the photon walks from laser to receiver, we just add the dBm output and subtract every dB loss along the way. Whatever number we end up with, that is the received power in dBm. Margin is then a simple subtraction, received power minus the receiver's sensitivity threshold. Part A. Optical power at the receiver. Start at 1 dBm at the laser. Subtract 0.5 for the first connector, 0.5 dBm. Subtract 30 for the fiber, negative 29.5 dBm. Subtract 0.5 for the second connector, negative 30 dBm. Received power is negative 30 dBm. That is 1 microwatt, small but well within the detection range of a sensitive optical receiver. Part B. Does the link work? Margin equals received power minus the sensitivity threshold. Negative 30 dBm minus negative 50 dBm equals 20 decibels. 20 decibels is well above the 15 decibel requirement. So yes, the link operates. But why 15 decibels? Because real fiber links degrade with time and conditions. Connectors get dirty, splices age, temperature swings expand and contract the cable. Manufacturing tolerances mean that not every fiber spool delivers exactly 0.3 decibels per kilometer. Engineers reserve a chunk of margin to absorb these variations. 15 decibels is the typical cushion that gives you a working link for the lifetime of the installation, not just on the day it was commissioned. Part C. And this is the real lesson. What if we doubled the link distance? Same laser, same connectors, same receiver. Only the fiber length changes. Here is the key idea. Fiber loss is per kilometer. Double the kilometers, you double the total decibels of loss. 30 decibels becomes 60 decibels. Notice the link distance grew linearly by a factor of 2. And the loss in dB also grew linearly by a factor of 2. But dB is a logarithmic scale, so the linear power loss is squared. Doubling distance does not just cost you twice as much power, it costs you 1,000 times more in linear units. Now the budget. 1 dBm minus 0.5 minus 60 minus 0.5 equals negative 60 dBm. Received power crashes from negative 30 all the way down to negative 60. Part D. With negative 60 dBm at the receiver, can the link still operate? Margin equals negative 60 minus negative 50, which is negative 10 decibels. A negative margin means we are below the sensitivity threshold. The light arriving at the photodetector is weaker than the receiver can reliably distinguish from noise. Forget the 15 decibel cushion. We cannot even meet 0. the link does not operate. So how do we extend a real fiber link beyond its passive limit? We add an optical amplifier in the middle. The most common is the erbium-doped fiber amplifier, or EDFA. Inside the amplifier is a short section of erbium-doped fiber pumped by a separate laser, typically at 980 or 1480 nanometers. Signal photons stimulate the excited erbium atoms to emit more identical photons. The signal gets stronger as it passes through, with no need to convert to electrical first. A typical EDFA delivers around 25 decibels of gain. Drop one in the middle of our doubled link, and the second half of the fiber starts not from -30 dBm, but from -5, comfortably back above the receiver threshold at the far end. In long-haul backbones, amplifiers are spaced every 80 to 100 kilometers. 3 takeaways from this video. 1. Distance is linear, but cumulative dB loss is also linear, so doubling the link doubles every lost term in the budget. There is no cheap way to stretch passive fiber. 2. The 15 decibel margin is not paranoia, it is engineering. It pays for aging, dirt, temperature, and the day-to-day variability of the installation. 3. When distance exceeds the passive budget, amplification is the answer, and the EDFA is what made transoceanic fiber possible.